Every game means something.
Yep.
And they're representing their people back home. And Port Moresby as well. A proud rugby league club. They've got a lot of history in the local competition over there in PNG. And I'm sure there'd be heaps of people tuning in from PNG watching this one. And that'd be all around it as well because, you know, PNG, like we said, it is the national rugby league is the national sport of their country. And a lot of these players within the legacy team, they would have watched on their screens and followed their careers. And particularly some of these players in the Vipers team, now they get the opportunity to share the field with them as well. But I don't think they'll be taking too many prisoners out there. They'll be putting that aside in this semi-final.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Look, one thing that can go against players and teams when they do become, you know, very passionate and high intensity, almost can be too full on sometimes. And it's almost the opposite for Legacy. They almost seem too relaxed. We're seeing two ends of the spectrum here, ladies and gentlemen. But action is underway.
It's going to make for a good semi-final. Stowers gets us underway. Goes the distance. Great take here. The Vipers, they're straight on the attack, but they turn it back over. And Beale is back there to pick up the crumbs. Well, excitement straight away from the kickoff.
Yeah, fantastic stuff from the Vipers, but, you know, couldn't hold that pill. And now Legacy are putting them under some real pressure as they chef the ball to the left.
And Stowers heads out to Hoffman. Wants the footwork on. Comes back in field. They get numbers. There is Hoffman. Eventually gets down to the turf.
Yeah, good technique there from the Vipers as they wrap the ball up and get him on his back. Give themselves a little bit more time.
Here's Alex Glenn now playing out the back. Turn it underneath. Rabati. Nice ball. Milford. They've got numbers down the left-hand side of the field as Hoffman goes to the corner, but the Vipers look like they got bodies across there. They're going to point to the spot.
Yeah, unfortunate there from the Vipers, but fantastic football from Legacy. I mean, just shifted it right to left. And where they take?
Yeah, no, they've pointed to the spot.
Yep, definitely give it to them. The Vipers seem a little bit confused, but maybe they were just blown off the park there too early in the piece. Well, some desperation defence there.
Yeah, it's probably some question marks whether Hoffman got it down in the corner or not. It's all fish and chip paper now as the conversion's unsuccessful. Off the boot there of Stowers.
Yeah, we saw Hoffman get the ball early in the piece and then they've repeated again, so they're favouring that left-hand side. However, I wouldn't be too worried if I was a Viper. They just need to be confident in their line defence. As soon as they get a little bit of pill and they can starve it from Legacy, they might find some success. But, yeah, classy outfit, Legacy.
They take the opportunity to get some replacement players onto the field as well. Norman restarts this, puts it along the carpet. Oh, it's a tough one to take. Really tough one to take. Poor old Ben Tony. Had to have a play at it. Legacy were going to get the ball back anyway if it did go over the sideline.
The frustration setting in a little bit, but look, this morning they showed some really patient line defence, desperation stuff, and hopefully they can continue that moving forward. But Legacy here, and here we go.
This is the defence we've been accustomed to. They're still driving Morgan back.
Incredible strength.
It took about 20 minutes. He's a big man himself, Malachi Morgan. Took about 20 metres away from him now as Dayberg Muir dances, skips, and comes back now to Morgan, who puts it through the hands. Seguiaro is met by Butterfield. They get the offload away. Dayberg Muir, no options on the left. Takes them on himself. He'll go down to the ground.
Yeah, Drummy seeing the ball a couple of times there. Just getting into his work early.
Here's Norman. Seguiaro. Ball hits the deck. And bounces up into the hands there of Poto. He's bent back in the tackle. Last one of the set. Norman on the sweep. Pumps it, goes short to Stowers, who will go over the line.
Corey Norman's cool as a cucumber. You see him come from the left-hand side of the field. He's seen an opportunity down the blind. And if you've got a bloke like Stour there, mate, you'd be going there every day of the week.
Yeah, he's a quality player, quality finisher as well.
Look at Normie come around the side here. Bang.
Just creates that extra number. A little double pump. Got whacked off the ball there, Norman, though. I'm going to say if you want to come down this way, we'll at least get a little shot on while we're here.
Yeah, I feel like the Vipers are a little bit shell-shocked early in the piece. You know, that they turn the ball over. Legacy go down the left-hand side with Hoffman. And then, Corey Norman just instrumental in getting them some more points. Let's see what they can do here.
Milford will get us back underway. Off the right boot. Alex Glenn goes up for it, but hands it straight back here to Butterfield.
Yeah, we've spoken about Butterfield all weekend. One of the greats of State League footy for a long time.
Nice run. Pick up some big meters here for the Vipers. Gilmore Pole getting them on the front foot. They really haven't been down this end of the field at all here in this semi-final. Nice shift at the back. That's a big collision.
Yeah, big shot there from Legacy and, getting them well and truly out of the danger zone. I just feel in that moment there, the Vipers really needed a half, some sort of direction, but regardless, they were going to get smacked. That was a big shot.
Oh, it looked like it might have been Hoffman that came in. He was just heading off in the back of the shot. Looking a little ginger.
Was it really? Geez, he's been busy today.
Putting the body on the line there. Legacy get back underway. Adam Blair out the back to Milford. Casual start to this set. 3 Vipers there to make the tackle.
Adam Blair pointing, directing. Might be a tip on here from him if he doesn't truck it.
Very handy ball player. They end up coming down the left-hand side to Milford. He links up with Dayberg Muir. Again, dancing.
Once again, they're using that sub very similar to touch footy as they take the ball to the boxes you would refer to in touch. You see Drummy running off like it was a touch interchange. Just allows the player minimal distance to run on and off the field. Bang! Look at this footwork.
Stow was stepping in and out. Now Rabati with some space to work. He'll be a hard man to bring down from here. Bouncing away from one. They come back at him now, the Vipers. They get numbers. Some big boys around him as well.
Vipers did well to hold a pill there and slow it up because they were shorter numbers on the right-hand side, is exactly where Legacy go. On their left.
Now Milford, beautiful ball to Kahu. Took it right to the line there, Anthony Milford. Nicely finished off in the corner.
Yeah, too classy. Geez, that was good footy.
Let's take a look at the replay. Great hands onto Milford. And Kahu just had to catch and put that one down.
Yeah, TC Ravati giving him that little bit of momentum, and then you see Beale with the ball tipping it onto Milford. Yeah, star-studded team here through Legacy. It means a lot to them. I know that they really were dirty on themselves for not getting through to the trophy semi-final. So, they got something to play for here. Not to say it's not equally as important for the Port Moresby Vipers, who are yet to see some success in this game.
Yeah, it was just a couple of close contests in the end that cost Legacy from going through to the top grade, losing by 1 to the Salty Pigs. And Matakesi got them by 4 points as well in the last round game.
Yeah, that was an action-packed game, that one.
Here's Norman who shows it. And comes back into Morgan. Still fighting in the tackle. They hold him up now. The tackle is held.
12-0 with a minute to go here as Legacy come down the right-hand side. Met strongly by the Vipers. Can't put him on the ground, but they finally get there.
Darius Farmer now. Marker's out of position as Seguiaro goes himself and plants it down with the right hand.
Yeah, Seguiaro has been a little bit of an unsung hero in this game, I think. He's just followed the pill. He's identified here that, unfortunately, the Vipers were a little bit wide of the ruck defensively. He's taken advantage of that.
Well, they're looking the goods. As Norman takes some seconds off the clock by just having a casual conversation with the referee, seeing what he's up to later after the game. Still just checking the Vipers, though.
It's a bit early for
half
Normie.
In the way at the moment.
Bit early for Normie to be talking about getting in some striders. Still a little bit of footy to play.
And it might see us out for the first half. Clock winding down. It's been all Legacy in this one. It's up by 16 going into the break. It's going to take some sort of effort for the Vipers to get back into this one. We'll take a break here and we'll get back for the second half of the semi-final. Legacy in front 16-0.
At Sombrero, we use only the freshest ingredients so you can enjoy fast food that doesn't slow you down. Sombrero Feel Good Mix.
And we're back here with second half action with Legacy taking on the Port Moresby Vipers. Legacy, too classy for them in the first half, but we'll see how the Port Moresby Vipers bounce back here as the Tugun Rugby League football ground's looking absolutely amazing. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that certainly wasn't the case on Thursday evening, Friday evening, when the storms came through and completely ripped apart some of the tents, the marquees, and notably the mesh signing all around the field. And you have to give a big shout out to the Hutchinson's Builders on Cooley, team with Murray Emerson. They really stepped up and helped out and making the place look absolutely amazing. So a big shout out to Hutchinson's Builders, Cool and Gutter, and Murray Emerson. As Legacy now take the ball up.
Great work. Yeah, a lot of people put a lot of hours in, particularly after those storms came through, like you said, and get it all ready for the first day's play on Saturday.
Oh,
as
my
we
goodness.
see Rabati just bouncing around. And great offload as well. No look pass there from Blair. Oh, big shot coming out of the line. Norman gets back to his feet. He's dancing. They're up and about in the bar. Corey Norman with a little smile on his face. He's rattled.
The cheering from the VIP section and a couple of the other players just sort of, Drummy got the foot to that. I don't think, regardless, it's gone the other way. But just the cheer of joy as they see poor old Normie cop a late one or a good one.
Oh, now Rabati comes back with one of his own.
Goodness gracious, there's some serious weight getting thrown around here.
Well, the big boys are firing up. Over the halfway line now for the Vipers. Glenn in the tackle. They look to shift left. Nice little show and go. Can't link up with support. Stephen Jackett's tackled. Seguiaro is there.
Yeah, Seguiaro wasn't having any of that. Had faith in his winger outside him, the winger outside him had faith in him.
And last tackle of the set. So might have lost the tackle count there, the Vipers. Adam Blair skipping across field.
We've seen a bit of that from Blair this weekend. He's not necessarily the one you would think he'd be trucking the nut, but no, he's looking around for options. He's playing almost like a half.
Yeah, here he goes again. Plays out the back this time. This Stowers, he links up with Beale. Lost his boot. Someone's lost a boot. Continue on now with Milford. He slings it across to Seguiaro, puts his foot down, gets away from a couple there, Seguiaro, links up with Stowers, he goes the flick ball back on the inside, still holding on to possession here, Legacy. Adam Blair to Norman, he's got the cobwebs out, now they're skipping across field, Legacy, and the tackle is made on Poto.
Yeah, great tackle. Going to have to show a little bit of desperation here, the Vipers.
Nice kick off the boot. Awkward one to take. The ball's bouncing around. They get back to clean it up in the end.
Yeah, very classy outfit, the Legacy. Probably unfortunate not to be going for a trophy semi-final, but showing how good they really are and how star-studded this team is as they get a repeat set now, attacking the Vipers line.
Vipers go long.
Very long.
Yeah, get some good purchase off that. 45 on the fly, dribbling over the halfway line as well as Norman has to head back to pick it up. Hop, skipping a jump, gets away from one.
It's nice stuff. Drummy getting into hooker here.
Kapi there, he's stuck underneath.
I'm not entirely sure who Normie was trying to kick off him there. He was on top of the bloke.
Now Dayberg Muir turns Milford underneath. Milford running out, puts it on the toe, and the Vipers have to clean it up again.
How does Milford do that? He was inches away from going out. He puts it on the left foot to get it back inside for a repeat set. It almost looked like he'd spoilt it.
Showing he's still got plenty of class. Anthony Milford been great across the weekend. Now they go short on the bounce. It's not going to go the 10. So Legacy are going to get it back in front of the sticks. It'll be a restart, actually, from where the ball finished up.
Yeah, Beale's calling for the ball here as he looks at Gush on his left-hand side. Gush has been amazing this carnival. Haven't seen much of him today, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of him right now.
Now Adam Blair actually goes short side. Oh, looping ball still finds Milford, who puts it on the toe, and an awkward one, and it goes over the sideline.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling comfortable, Legacy. To be able to put a kick on the very first player, they're thinking, oh, well, we've got a little bit of room up our points up our sleeve for a little bit of room to be able to razzle-dazzle footy.
Now the Vipers get back underway.
My daughter would be loving it. We got Beyonce blaring in the background.
Oh, DJ Zaz has been absolutely carving up. He's just made his way up onto the boat, actually, the big Zaz man.
Yeah, he loves it. The Vipers now with the ball. They're going to find a little bit of space here.
Here we go.
Bustling down the middle, but Corey Norman's... Oh, no, sorry, excuse me. That was not Corey Norman. Stowers at the back anyways, and they put it out.
That was worth a crack. Still searching for some points here in this semi-final. Second semi-final will come up next. Marlins taking on the Pack Barbars.
Morgan now with the ball. As he gets about 35 out from his line with 3 Vipers on top of him. He's still fighting to play the ball quickly as Seguiaro tucks into hooker.
There we go. He comes back to Rabati.
Probably a standout for today, TC Rabati.
He's been very good. They're onto him now, the Vipers. Every time he gets the ball in hand, there's 3 yellow jerseys around TC Rabati. Now Stowers goes the long kick early. Trying to turn the Vipers around.
And it is an absolute beauty. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Perfectly weighted. The Vipers in.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what.
They were up and about after that in the bar right in front of the Tugan clubhouse. Oh, loose play the ball, though. Has gone backwards. There's Jamil Labi with the fancy footwork out at the back, the bright pink boots on.
Yeah, Farmer mopping it up over there. A little bit of broken defence here. the Vipers are hoping to take advantage of as they come down the right-hand side, and he's put it on the toe. We're going to get a foot race here, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Glenn coming across, who's had a fantastic captain's knock, and Stour once again, just rock solid.
Cleans it up at the back and then goes straight from defence into attack. I love seeing Brokenfield play in front of him.
As they shift the ball, 2 passes, get it about 30, 40 metres.
Milford attracting defenders that look forward out of their hands and called so. A call from the referees. Not missing much across the weekend.
They're looking very comfortable, Legacy, Scott.
Yeah, the margin of 16 has got them into a comfortable position at the moment.
Happy to spread the ball around. Adam Blair showing no signs of stress as he sort of just tiptoes around and tips it on. And sitting at C defender now, though, as we get a shootout. We're going to get one. Oh, Seguiaro spoiled it for them, but they will get a repeat set.
What's he doing out there? Seguiaro.
Sucking in the big ones.
Absolutely. Just over a minute to go. And we're looking to try and get some points to finish off what's been a good tournament for the Vipers. It's been great to have them across at the Nines Premier League this year. And like we said, I'm sure they've had plenty of support tuning in at home. And here it is. Yeah. Here he is. Still got those feet going.
Yeah, lovely to see him finish up with the try. I've really enjoyed watching the Port Moresby Vipers this weekend. Would love to see them next year. I think they're just going to get bigger and better, these guys. They're fantastic. They're a fantastic side. But Legacy just too much for them today. Too much class.
And they'll progress through to the grand final in the Shield coming up. And our second semi-final is coming up very shortly.
Another classy touch from TC Rabati, mate. He's been in all of it.
Oh, wow. Now we see a rock-solid shot over the top.
Holy moly.
And they're a little bit antsy about it, the boys as well. Vipers have already hit the conversion. Yeah, you can see the players coming together. Let's see if we can get a replay of the shot. They're fired up still, the Vipers.
Yeah, classy outfit, though. I don't think they're up for that sort of stuff.
It's on a Seguiaro hit. Bang!
Oh, jeez Louise. Yeah, look, and Seguiaro, he doesn't stand down from anyone. He wasn't having it. But, again, really, really enjoyed calling Port Moresby Vipers game this weekend. Legacy way too good for them. TC Rabati for mine was probably the pick of the bunch. Just big shots, big carries, hands. Yeah, really, really good